Hello, I'm here with Dave and Jack, two of the printer experts here at CTS Services, and we're talking today about printer maintenance and the importance of it. I got a hold of these two guys before they went out on the next service call to just go over some of the reasons that printer maintenance is so important right now. So, Jack, I'm going to start with you and ask you if you can just share a couple of the reasons that paying attention to printer maintenance right now is important, especially with this new remote workforce, people working from home, and maybe office printers are sitting idle more than they normally would be.
Yes, laser printers and inkjet printers have a tendency to dry up. They're not being used. The heat rollers are not being treated right because the machine's not being used. You have excess dust build up inside of them. The rollers will dry up. With a laser printer, you have to be very careful with the mechanics in it. If they're just sitting, everything inside of the printer is plastic gears, so they're not being used, so they're getting heated and contracted together, where if you were using them every day, you would notice that you wouldn't have all the squeaks and all the grinding noises. When they sit for a long period of time, you first turn them on, you're going to hear noises that you've never heard before. So just by using your printer more often and having it maintained, you may notice that it runs a lot quieter, a lot smoother. You're not going to have any expensive parts wear out faster. Printers are designed to be used every day and not every 6 months.
Okay, good point. So doing it now is going to help save money because you're not going to be replacing those parts because they're being exercised, if you will, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. Dave, I want to ask you, what do you see as some of the reasons that you guys are both out there in the field all the time and in the depot there, some of the reasons that people should be doing planned maintenance on their printers? And it's easy to forget, isn't it?
Yeah, you need to protect your investment. Everything we do is to protect the investment for the customer and increase the quality of their print and lessens the downtime so the machine isn't down especially when you need it. You got that print job to get out real quick, but your printer is down. So the idea of having maintenance done is so it doesn't go down, and we can a lot of times pick up possible failures before they're actual failures and repair them before you get to that point.
Okay, great. Can you guys talk about output, printer quality, and quantity of output?
Well, when you do maintenance on your machine, not only will the quality of the print be better, and you'll be able to put out more prints, so your quantity is going to come out. You're going to save money on time, and you're not going to have any downtime waiting for it to be repaired.
Yes, less calibration time because the printer's being used. It doesn't have to recalibrate. When you only use it every other couple of weeks, it has to recalibrate before you can print. So you run into your office, you're trying to print something in a hurry, you won't be able to because the printer has to calibrate before it prints. So everything is up to specs. When you turn that printer on, it'll print a lot faster and it'll be ready for you to use.
Okay, so I guess the message is to keep it in kind of like factory operating condition. You gotta maintain it. Protect that investment.
Yes.
Now, anything special with large format printers or?
Well, cleaning them, if they're not cleaned regularly, the most expensive part, the print head. Everything that's done is to protect that print head so it can be serviced correctly when the machine is cleaning itself and keep it from failing. So especially if it sits, the ink dries within the print head, or the cleaning mechanism isn't replaced or cleaned, then it's possible to lose that print head.
Okay.
Same with the whole printer. The whole printer, actually, the ink will dry up on the inside of the printer because it's not being used. You have rollers in there that have ink buildup on them, and because you're not using them, you'll end up with like an offset roller. They're not going to feed properly because basically when it's just sitting, it just does a basic calibration and cleaning. It's not actually feeding paper. So those rollers aren't being used. So to really cycle your printer, you really need to use it, have somebody come in and clean all those rollers from dried ink. Make sure there's no excess ink inside the machine drying up, because the one time you go to use it, you know, it's going to hit that spot that's dried up, and then it's going to cause multiple failures. And it may not just be the printhead, it may be the drive gear, the belt, the encoder strip. So just to have somebody come in and just clean it out, make sure that everything is up to specs, you're going to save yourself a ton of money in the long run.
Okay, hey, that's terrific. The whole idea of this video was to just kind of prompt our customers to pay closer attention to planned maintenance on their printers. And what we've done here is we've created an offer with the code Jack and Dave. So people watching this video, you can go to, if you got the postcard or the e-blast that we sent out, use the code Jack and Dave at the offer, and you'll unlock the special savings that we have for you. So go check it out. And guys, thank you. I guess we can wrap this up, and you could head to your next call. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.